Chapter 9 of Tanya in this cycle of the Tanya study. And here the Alter Rebbe delves into the two souls that we have learned about. Where are they located? How do they operate within the person? And the Alter Rebbe introduces that each one has a different sort of headquarters within the person. The godly soul is headquartered within the brain of the person. As we know that the brain controls the body. So the godly soul is in the brain of the person, and from the brain, it spreads out to the rest of the body. Just like the brain has the nerve system that affects the entire body. And specifically in the heart, where it doesn't only just reach out to the body and the heart in the same way, but actually in the heart, it almost has a headquarters because it connects with the emotions in the heart. So the godly soul, which wants only godly things, spreads its feelings, its ideas through the body, and then in the heart itself, it awakens in the heart according to what it thinks about. So the heart becomes full of fire for God, love, and the splendor of God, the beauty of God. Now the worldly soul, its location in the body is in the heart, specifically in the left side of the heart, where it's full of blood, because that's where the passions come from. And the worldly soul works from the heart to the rest of the body, just like the heart sends blood to the rest of the body. And even in the brain, which usually the brain has the ability to control the heart, but for the worldly soul, the brain just reacts to what the heart wants. So both of them are able to send their signals through the body and try to get the body to fulfill what it wants. Now the human being, we are considered like a city. And we have within ourselves two forces, two powers. It's like two kings are trying to gain control of the city. And it's not enough that each one feels that at times they're able to control. But each one wants full control. And Alter Rebbe goes into great length to talk about the godly soul and how the godly soul wants full control over the body. It wants to be able to spread its desires, its ideas, its feelings for God to spread throughout the body, that every one of its 10 attributes should permeate the body, and all of the garments through which the body expresses itself, thought, speech, and action, should be permeated with only what the godly soul wants. To love Hashem, to want to do what Hashem wants us to do. And it doesn't want even for a moment to allow the worldly soul to control the body in any way. It wants to totally shut it out. Actually, to the point where it wants to even affect the worldly soul in its place in the left side of the heart, from where it stems all the negative parts of the worldly soul. And like we say in the Shema, B'chol levavcha, you have to love Hashem with all your heart, with both of your souls, your yetzers, the inclination for good, the inclination for bad. So the worldly soul is wanted by the godly soul to transform it as well. So the godly soul wants total, complete dominion over the body. So there's a battle going on between the godly soul and the worldly soul. And the worldly soul wants just the opposite. It wants totally to have control, that you shouldn't listen to the godly soul even once. But the truth is, as the Alter Rebbe concludes, that the worldly soul in truth wants that we should not listen to it, because it's only doing its duty. It's doing its duty to test us, to make us stronger so that we can overcome and then be stronger in our service to Hashem. That's what it really wants. But it can't show us that face. So to us, it works very hard to try to get us to sin and go against what Hashem wants. And this concludes chapter 9 of Tanya. And for the rest of the chapters, look on our YouTube channel to be able to listen to any other chapter of Tanya.